Hello, this is just going to be a recap video of 2.7 algebraic proofs. We have already had an instructional video over this, but I know that it's a tough topic, so I just wanted to recap really quickly and clarify so that we can retry that assignment we've got on Google Classroom. All right, so we know that each first step is given. And given is what the equation is. So this was the equation. It was given to us, and we know what we're trying to prove. So that part I'm not worried about. I know that we know that step one is given and that the statement goes right there. I know that we know how to solve equations. So the statements column I'm not worried about. It's the reasons column that we need a little extra help on, and that is my son. Isn't he so cute? Okay. So what we need to focus on is what gets us from here to here. So it's not necessarily, like nothing is really happening necessarily in this row, but it's how we get from 1 to 2 and then from 2 to 3 that we need to talk about. So from 1 to 2 right here, what did they do? That's what you're trying to figure out. And then from 2 to 3, what did they do from there? We're going to do some examples of that. Let's look at this one because it's not all filled in. So we've got the stuff that we know down. Given the equation. We've solved out the equation here. And now we just need to find the reasons. If it is helpful for you to write down in between or write on paper what is happening exactly between each one, then go ahead and do that. Because then you'll say, what did I just do? How do I get from this to this? And the reason goes next to it. So we're moving in a direction like this. We went down, and then we're writing it over right here. So how did we get from x minus 3 over 6 equals negative 2 to x minus 3 equals negative 12? What did they do to each side? Now, so basically, I'm going to look and see what is different between these two. The 6 over 6, that's gone here. How did they get rid of that? How did they undo that division? They multiplied. So the answer is the multiplication property of equality. That's how we got from here to here. Now let's look at step 2. What is different between step 2 and step 3? What changed? There's no minus 3. How do we get rid of that minus 3? From 2 to 3. How do we get rid of it? What's the opposite of subtracting 3? It's adding 3. It's the addition property of equality. So just another way to think about this. How did we get from one to the next one? Or what changed between the statements? What's different between those two statements? All right, well, I really hope that that was helpful. I'm sorry if that first lecture wasn't clear enough. I know it was a long one. Go back and look at it again. Like I said, get in touch with me. I want to make sure that we all are feeling good about this. And I hope that you have a great day. Oh, there he is. All right. So we've got the statements and the reasons blank. I don't want to take too much of your time because we've already done this lecture video. And you can rewatch the original lecture video as well to see if that is helpful. But this one, we have to solve it out. So this would be my suggestion. If you really want to see what steps you're doing, you go ahead and solve it out on your own. So first we need to distribute. And that's like the distributive property when you've got something outside of the parentheses and you share it. Multiply it by each one. So we distributed. Now, what do I have to do? Got to undo the subtraction. We undid the subtraction by adding. And now how do I undo this multiplication? By dividing. So maybe that's a new way to think of it. Just a short refresher. Make sure you watch the lecture if you need to. If you need extra help, if you're still confused, I know this is really difficult to teach and to understand remotely through the videos online, please give me a call and I would love to help you through it, talk you through it, look at your work. But I want to make sure that we all are understanding this. So I'm going to go ahead and not count any of the scores from today for that, or your first attempt for that assignment. If you've already turned it in, you can resubmit it. I reopened it up. Go ahead and try it again. And we're going to keep in mind, how do we get from one statement to the other? What happened in between here, okay? And that goes right here. What happened on the in between? What did you do? Or what is different between